All right, so I'm gonna add this into the tool haul, or maybe I'll do it separate as an update. I think I'll just do it separate as an update since I didn't mention that. So not too long ago, we did the Harbor Freight versus the Blue Point hose clamp pliers, and we went over the differences. As you know, plastic tools are made in a mold, and that's what determines, like, that little face that's on there, that's raised, that's part of the mold. So when I look at the Harbor Freight one, the Pittsburgh, and it doesn't have that, I know it came out of a different mold. Plus there's some other differences. Namely, the first thing that jumps out at me is the tolerance. These have a better tolerance because these are hose pinch-off pliers, and they don't need to close all the way because there's always going to be a hose in there. Now today, the Craftsman came in. One of the viewers commented on the video, and he spoke about these and how similar they look to the Blue Points. I'll pull out the same size ones. It's a little different. The color's different. And as you can see, the mold is different. This has this smooth with a D10 in there, whereas this one has a ridge with the Blue Point stamped in there. Also, you'll notice that the tolerance is more like the Harbor Freight one, okay? But it doesn't have the same ring as a Harbor Freight. So I bought these because on Amazon it said these were made in the USA. If you look this kit up by this part number on Amazon, you'll see this come up and it's gonna say made in the USA. After I saw that, which they're like $54 on Amazon, I went ahead and I ordered them. But because the viewer stated that he got them for like $25 or $24, I didn't want to pay Amazon $54 if they're really supposed to be more like $24. So I found them on Lowe's for $24.99, closer to what the viewer had conveyed. And it didn't have country of origin on Lowe's website. I just assumed that the country of origin was the USA. I know Craftsman has a plant right here in South Carolina in Cheraw, the Stanley Black & Decker plant. I used to live there. I know they make a lot of their tools there, so it wasn't so far-fetched that they would be made in the USA, but these are not. These are made in China, just as the viewer confirmed, but by that time I had already ordered them. Nevertheless, I still am happy with the purchase because I got the cutters and mainly these pliers. These pliers go for $20 by themselves. So I'm happy to have these. And I like the little tray. I'll put it in my box. But yeah, looking at all three of them, you'll notice that the Craftsman and the Blue Point has that, the tips of them are like closed. Whereas the Blue Point, the tips stay open, and that's with the rings loose on them. And they're all three different. I think they all come out of a different factory. Looking at the back side of them, where the screw is, the screws on the Craftsman and the Harbor Freights are more similar than the larger screw that's on the Blue Points. But you can see that the mold for the Craftsman says wear eye protection, and it's completely smooth, whereas the mold on the Pittsburgh has another little ring mark from the mold. So those marks are for when they take them out of the mold. A couple other differences. That slot, you see the Craftsman doesn't have that, but both the Blue Points and the Pittsburgh do. So there's no cutouts on the back side or the front. So there are differences. I guess you got to have them to really look at them close to tell, but I think they're all different, guys. I know for a fact that these two come out of China. I can't really say that they come out of the same factory because the molds are very different. And compared to this one, the mold is also different. And these come out of Taiwan. So Taiwan, China, different molds, totally different set. But they will all get the job done. All right. Other than that, you got some nice cutters, the smaller pliers, and these nice picks, which is nice. I like that. Handle's a little small for the size of pick this is. The handle's a little small, but I mean, you get what you pay for. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.